Hello, this is part 2 of the Introduction to Preliminary B1, the listening paper. Following on from part 1, where we looked at the Cambridge Handbook and what kind of tasks you will need to do for the B1 exam. I'm just going to have a look at that again. This was in the last video, lesson 3. We looked at the link where it says download the audio files for the sample paper. So what I would like you to do to practice when you finish watching this video is just to go through that and complete the 4 activities that we looked at before, if you remember. So I won't go into that anymore. We could, let's see if I can rotate this here. So you've got questions 1 to 7, just recapping what we said before. Part 2 with a multiple choice again, part 3 the gap fill, and part 4 the multiple choice. So I will leave you to do that. So this is where you start your practice. You practice and start with the paper that you have on the handbook. Now, if you want some further practice, which I suggest strongly that you do some more, I'm going to suggest that you use some material on YouTube. I will give you some examples in a minute. What you need to do, you need to practice and use, you can search up and use some examples online. There are lots of activities you can do. Some of them may be structured to the, let's call it the old preliminary exam, the exam that was there before 2020, and some of the tasks are slightly different. There is an A/B true false task which isn't in the new exam, but it doesn't matter as long as you're focusing on practicing your listening skills, listening to the conversations, understanding the meaning, and being able to answer those tasks. All practice is good practice. So let me show you what is available as well for you to look at on YouTube. Okay, so what I've done here is I've just done a search here and I've just put in preliminary English test listening, and you get a lot of things. So I'm suggesting that most of these, of course, are quite old. Well, I'm saying old, but from the old test, the one before 2020. But it's still very good practice. So if I were you, please just check some of these. You'll see by here that you'll find that by looking at that, you'll see. So here you've got. Okay, so having stopped that, there's your example with the 3 pictures. So I will leave you to explore what is available on YouTube, because there's a lot. As I said, you can just scroll down and find as many activities as you like. Now, I'm suggesting that you find some, make a note of what you've done, and that you do at least at least 2 full listening tests, which means about 8 activities, because the listening test has 4 parts. So I'm suggesting that you do 4 and 4. So we're looking at 8 activities for you to do, okay, to practice that listening. Keep practicing that listening. And I'm sure you will become familiar with what Cambridge require as answers to the activities. So you will find the link For the handbook, please make sure you use also do the listening examples in the handbook, and that's it for now. So please work hard, get in there, practice, practice, practice. Thank you. Goodbye.